Welcome to AP Workshops. How weird does that sound to say? How weird does that sound to say again? Welcome to AP Workshops. Welcome to the Monday afternoon. I think it's just afternoon walk around. So what we're going to do, show you what we've got going on in the workshop, show you some of the jobs we've got, show you some of the bikes we've got, give you a little bit of an update on where we're at with the online shop and stuff, and where we're on with the name changes. So a few people have been asking, so I'm just going to run through again why we've had to change the name. And I've got a V4 gearbox open up on the bench that I'm going to show you around. So follow me. This is what's going to happen. We'll show you exactly what bikes we've got going on and what's going on with them. This is Nat's bike. This is my mate Nat's bike. He's just dropping that. I've dropped that off here for a little bit, just so he wants to follow me, because you can't hear me if you get too far away.
Ooh,
that's his bike there. So basically, he's there with his stock. That is our Snox, his Triumph.
woo!
There you go. The SP's all covered up because we don't want it getting dirty, because I'm a big bummer and that's the way it works. So this is Richie's Grom. Basically, we've just done a big bore kit on it. So now it's not a 125, it's 143. I don't know if you wanted to say that, but do you know what? Lumpy cams, big bore kits. That's the way forward on your Grom. The bike that we built, the RSV, the track bike that we built, that's going out this weekend. If anybody will find yourself around Cadwell Park for the weekend, we're going to be out there doing the classic bike track days. If you can make it over and come and say hello, that would be brilliant. I know Andy's going to be about. I know Nat City's going to pop over. I know there's going to be a few guys over there. So Cadwell Park this weekend, we will be there all weekend. If you fancy popping over and saying hello, come say hello. I think I'm even going to get a chance to go and ride out as it goes. So so come over and say hello. That'd be great to see you. So follow me. 2003 RSV, we've still not sold this. This is a cheap bike. I think what we're going to do, we're going to take about sort of 2.8 for this or something like that?
Yeah.
3 grand, something like that. It's a good cheap bike. It's a good cheap bike with a little, just needs a bit of a clean up. It's got some rare little bits on it. It's got some cool bits. It's still got like a full Renegade system. If you have a quick look, there's some rear sets on it. There's an airbox kit on it. All of that kind of rare stuff's pretty cool. The RS250, that's up for sale, sorry, not the RS250. The RS250, that's mine. We're still waiting for paintwork on that one. Right then, we've got Theo's bike. That's all done now. That was a gearbox build. That was a radiator replacement. Bits of crash damage repair, a few bits and odds and sods on that one. That's all done now. I think we're just going to make a conversation on that one. That's my Grom over there, not looking pretty still. You have no idea how much that breaks me. Still, never mind. And Rock, I think, was it Simon Tandy? How you doing, Simon? Nice to see you again. I think we've probably got, what was it? I don't know, probably a quarter of the population of the UK's sort of Tuono Racing's over here. I don't know. Was it 5 of them?
Yep.
5 of them. This one's Nat's. Those are ours. And there's Simon Soames. Simon Soames wants to buy one of those. Simon, how are you getting on with that one? Maybe that one over there could be yours. We've got that one over there as well. I think that one's still working on that one. Spence's, Spence from the Isle of Man. How you doing, mate? I hope you were well. It was so good to hang with you over the open day weekend. That was brilliant. The open day weekend was fantastic. It was so busy. I think it took me till Thursday to try and sort of put my head back together again, because it was so busy. Thank you for everybody to come in to see us. I can't thank you enough. It's quite an overwhelming thing that all these people and all you people that would make the effort to come and see us, especially the people from overseas that came over to see us as well. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. It was brilliant. I think the end total was, we ended up raising about 1,600 quid for, was it 1,600 quid? Yeah. 1,600 quid for the dogs. The puppy charity, safe and sound. If you want to, like I said, we'll make a big arrangement and we'll make a big sort of like a big handover on that one soon enough. As soon as we've got it all together, I think today is the first day we're kind of back and sort of compass mentis about sort of what's going on with that. We've also got a V4 in for a bit of a gearbox repair. So what I'm going to do is show you exactly what we've got going on. So the gearbox is locked out. Everything's locked out as it sits at the moment. So we've got everything here as it sits. The gearbox is missing. Just for your information, there's some quite interesting little bits. This is the oil pump drive here. That's the neutral light switch there. So that's not just the neutral light switch, it's basically the gear indicator on there. So when it goes back in, that hole has to go back in. That part in there would be where the output shaft would go and your sprocket sits. Okay, so That's pretty much what goes on in there. Doesn't take long to do this job, but what I'm going to do is show you the damage on this particular bike here. Let me grab this. Show you what's gone on this here. Let's see if we can see what's happening. I don't know if we can see what's happening, but if you have a quick look on this selector dog here, this one here, there you go. Can you see the damage on the end of that? That should be sharp. That should be sharp and square, but it's not. It's quite damaged. It looks like, so what's happening is the bike was sort of had to take another bite at getting it into gear. That's what's happening. So basically we have to strip this whole gear shaft here, strip the gears off, replace these gears that slide here and the gears that attach to them, so we know everything's sort of basically back into one piece. So these gears, when they go together, they select together and they click together like that. So when you hear the bike going into gear and it goes clonk, that's the one that you'll hear. That's those gears collecting or snapping together. If they don't go together cleanly, that's why it goes clonk and jumps out of gear. It's these two knocking against each other. That's the big problem there. So this is the bit that we've got to replace on this. So if you can see, that's quite a little bit battered on the edge there. It's just that much there will stop your bike from going into gear. That is the bit that's a little bit tricky. So that's it. That's the bit that's causing the problem there. It's dead straightforward. These selector forks here had a little bit of wear on them. I'm not too stressed out about that one, but there's a little bit of a lump missing on this one here that I need to make sure. Have a look at that one. You can see some good damage on that one there. Look. Again, that there, it's really tricky to see on this camera because it's not a great camera, but basically that there is unacceptable. I don't like that kind of wear on that. So we're going to get all that replaced. Get that sorted out. I think, is it Lee?
Yeah,
bike?
Lee.
It is
Yeah.
Lee, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get his bike sorted out. He saw that this morning. He saw what was going on with that this morning, so we could see what was going on with that, no problem. So let's have a wander back out here where it's a little bit lighter so we can see what's going on. There's the other side, look, the output shaft that you've just seen on that. So the sprocket goes there, oops, there like that. That drops over to the gear shaft that you've just been looking at. Right, so I just wanted to say again, once again, thank you very, very much. Come out into the light. Come into the light.
Oh, you're back in the room.
Carry in. So basically, sorry.
Moving swiftly on.
Moving swiftly on. So thank you very much for coming to see us on the open day. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much to everybody that's put an order in on the online shop over the weekend, www.apworkshops.co.uk. If you go to apriliaperformance.co.uk, it still directs to the same place. I'm really, really grateful. A brief explanation about why we've had to change the name. We have changed the name because we needed to become a limited company. Because we needed to be a limited company, we had to make sure that we weren't infringing on any trademarks. Aprilia Performance clearly was infringing on trademarks. We took advice, we needed to change the name, so we've changed the name. No problems, we don't want to get into any trouble, I don't want to get into any trouble, I don't want to get shouted at, I don't want to get illegal or anything along those lines. So we've changed the name. So it's www.apworkshops.co.uk. So basically, if you find any of us that answer the phone at Aprilia Performance for the next few weeks when you ring up and make your order, if we answer the phone and say Aprilia Performance, you have... Snox is like this behind going, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Donation. Sweating.
This got rubbish at this bit. So if you find us, then you have every right to mock us, and we may well even send you out a free mug. See how that goes. Get in touch with us if you want to. www.Aprilia Performance. It's not Aprilia Performance.
Stop it.
It's apworkshops.co.uk. The online shop is buzzing. Joey's up there still sorting out all the orders. Meg back in tomorrow. She's sorting out those. If we can help you out in any way, shape or form, get in touch with us. The email address has changed as well. That's sales@ApriliaPerformance. Oh, see, you stand a chance of getting a mug.
The whole world is at this, right, mate?
You stand a chance of getting a mug. Ring us up. You know it makes sense. These racing mugs are fast, and we have got some. So it is sales@apworkshops.co.uk. You can get in touch with us anytime. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much. We'll see you real soon. Take it easy. Take care.